Howdy guys and dolls out there in YouTube land, your favorite little keto goofball diamond, and today is day 1182 of my ketogenic journey, coming off a 5-day fun-filled, overworked, overexhausted, cheating vacation. And I'm going to show you what I ate yesterday. I'll be right back with the chit chat, a weigh-in, and we're going to talk about how much water weight I've gained from the morning I left to this morning, how hard it's going to be to get it off, and so much more. All right, guys, are you ready for this? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell. It's time to rant, rave, and misbehave Keto Diamond style.
Three, two, one.
So it's been about 24 hours since I've had my last non-keto meal, which was Five Guys yesterday with burgers and fries, a burger and fries, and a cherry Coke, which all week, I was off keto for 5 days. So I am going to go ahead and check my glucose, my ketones, and if I can, my GKI, but I only got 4% on this phone, so I might not be able to do it. Push the button. Ow! Stuck me pretty good that time. All right, so we're going to start out, I guess, with blood sugar. I have been drinking my coffee this morning, my keto coffee, and using,
yes, baby, I know. There's
what
a big
sweetener
word.
is that?
There's a big word.
Stevia. So this is my glucose, 101. No big shock there. All right.
Woo, go you.
Let's see if I have any ketones yet. Okay, Jacob. Maybe, maybe not. Hard to say. You're skittish with blood. Sorry about that. But it's mine. Came out of my body. .4. I'm okay with that. That means I'm definitely coming back into ketosis. And but my ketones are never very high. So that's pretty standard and pretty good for me. In general, I float between a 0.4 and a 0.7. Not always, but in general. All right, so let me show you what I ate last night for my first keto meal back. And I also, after that, I have to show you. It's a keto meal. Dirty keto meal, though. Did not feel like cooking. Obviously, stopped by Food Line. Got a rotisserie chicken. Walmart. And I've got some Rufus Teague zero sugar barbecue sauce. Later in the evening last night, I had this Tostino's cheese dip stuff on these Max pork skins. This is dirty keto. But I was looking for quick and simple after, a long car ride, long day. Just didn't want to, bother with cooking and planning and all that stuff. I also had a small serving, about half a serving maybe, of these butterscotch flavored Lily's baking chips. Lily's does not normally work out for me, but it did allow me to get those ketone readings the next morning. So, middle of North Carolina and the fog is real this morning, y'all. Hey, what did you say?
It fits. It's gonna.
So she's got a lovely gift from Miss Shelley. It is a unicorn.
And I love it so much.
She don't like her arms being put in. Yeah.
No, she really don't.
She's like, now I can't get to my... Thank you to Shelley. Shelley? Say thank you, Shelley. She said, I can't talk. Shut up, girl. Leave me alone. I want to get to this car. Guess who is so glad to be at home? I had a ball. I really did. It is the most beautiful area. We went the most beautiful time of year. But once we finally got down all the mountains, all the mountains. See, it takes us 3 hours, about 4 hours total to get to Gatlinburg. But the mountains are only about an hour from here, or the ones in North Carolina. We just drive through those to go to Gatlinburg. Well, we've been in the mountains for a long time. And once we finally started seeing that flat ground, I was like, home. Now, we live in the middle of the state of North Carolina. It's about a 3.5, 4 hour drive to the beach, 3.5, 4 hour drive to, what do you call that place? Virginia, and about a 3.5 hour drive to South Carolina. So we're pretty much dead center of the state. And it's beautiful here, it really is. But of course, you want to get out, experience new things, and see new things. And especially for your 23rd wedding anniversary, 23. years. That's a long time, right? It's been pretty decent. Like any couple, ups and downs. Like any person, ups and downs. And everything in between. 23 years here. You know what I mean? Experience under the belt, right? Killing it. Little Miss Athena is super glad I'm home too, because she has not let me out of her sight. She has made me hold her. My shoulder is killing me. She's been like right here. And right now she's drinking a bottle, so she's good to go. But she ain't let me out of her sight. Zach was so happy to see me last night, or yesterday afternoon, and so was Anthony, and it was so great to be in their presence and get hugs and cuddles and kisses and be able to give all the kids a little souvenir each. I was so happy. I didn't show y'all what I got Corey, but I got her a matching owl ring. And this is from that place called the Gift Warehouse up there in Gatlinburg. I'm just in love with them. I am. I'm thrilled and in love with them. I don't think I even showed y'all this one. Now, none of them have any resale value, but they're not going to turn me green. Home. Yeah, I didn't miss the telemarketer phone calls. The hotel room phone didn't ring not a single time. 3 or 4. Are you good? I mean, the bottle's empty. You're just sitting there chewing on it now. You good? She's good. Her mom has another job interview somewhere else. And, oh, goodness. So some people are curious about how I do most of my mornings. On the morning, Zach has to go to school. I get up at 7. I go pee. I start my coffee pot. I get on the scale. I record it. I wake Zach up. But this morning, he just rolled over and said, "Good morning, Mama." So he was up and at him, buddy. But he passed out pretty early last night. So that was nice. And I just, hand him his clothes. We get ready. We're at the door by 7:45. And that's when I recorded the fog. And I come in here. So, and usually about that time, I'm getting beat up by Miss Athena, who's done made a mess in my floor. I did think it was right cute. Destiny tried to keep the house clean while we were gone. And everybody said, she did. She tried. And she told my son and my daughter, she said, "You know what? I've had 5 very hard days. I'm going to bed." And I was like, "I feel your pain. That's why I needed a vacation." Turns out I worked harder on my vacation than I do at home. But hey, that's life. I need a vacation for my vacation, which is kind of what this is, except for Athena is beating my shoulder to death with her little head. Love it though. Love it. No mountains are as beautiful as their little laughs. None. But it's still nice to see. What was really nice to see is when we got back into North Carolina and there were guardrails. Up in Tennessee, they don't believe in guardrails, or at least in that part of it. You have my full attention, sweetheart. She's fine. But like little tiny roads, no shoulders, deep pavement, sheer cliff, drop, sheer cliff up. Beautiful though. Can you tell I'm a bundle full of complaints? Because these things, I don't really generally feel like I have anxiety unless my children go on trips or something where I can't get to them if something happens. That'll give me an anxiety. I'll be calling, I'll be texting, all those things. But cliffs and mountains and sheer drops and curvy roads, there's no straightaways up there. None. 15 feet curve, 15 feet curve, 15 feet curve. Sharp curve too, not just a little curve. So my anxieties were like, ugh. But that's okay. It's still better than getting sand in your crack. Now, speaking of cheating, all 5 days, I did whatever I wanted to do. If I wanted to eat it or drink it, I did. Mostly I drink Diet Dr. Pepper and coffee, but, well, cappuccinos. And y'all know those are not keto friendly. So I eat what I want to. I drink what I want to. I did what I want to. And as a result, I left this house on Thursday morning at 1:58, and that was still a little bit up from my lowest, which is 156.4. And I arrived last night. I weighed in for y'all because I wanted to do an initial weigh-in and get all the vacation footage left off my phone. But this morning, this is what I weighed. And you guys, getting ready to get Zach dressed for school. Coffee's brewing. When I got home yesterday, I was up 11.8 pounds total. Let's see what 1/2 day back on keto does. $167.2. Let's see. So that's less than 10 full pounds. That is, I'll have to add it up. So within 5 days, I gained 8.2 pounds of mostly and predominantly water weight. Now, could there be a little fat? As I said last night, there could be. 5 days eating whatever you wanted to. Yes, you could gain a pound or 2 of fat within that period of time. Usually within 1 day, one cheat meal, not having a whole hell of a lot, but still cheating, it's just all going to be water weight. But 5 days, everything I wanted, there could be fat weight. However, if calories in, calories out matter, y'all, I walked 6 miles up and down a mountain once. And then the other time, I'm sure it said 3/4 of a mile, but it was up boulder, rocky hills. And it was amazing, beautiful, but there's a lot of calories burned there. We walked around Gatlinburg so many times, I can't even tell you, the little town part. If you've never been there, Gatlinburg's kind of sitting in a like a valley kind of area. It's relatively flat. Of course, it's a little hilly, but it's relatively flat. But we walked all around that so many times. So many times. I mean, seriously, I didn't buy any of these rings on one trip, okay? I bought one on each trip. And there was more trips that we made down there too. So, yeah. There was a lot of walking going on. A lot of walking going on. And there is no way I didn't burn every calorie I put in my body. So I'm thinking most of all that 8.2 pounds is fluid. But I don't know that for sure. I won't know that ever, probably, unless I had a DEXA scan before I went and after I got back. So I couldn't tell you. But as far as I'm concerned, it's probably all water weight. And we're going to do what we can to flush it off. I've already been peeing like a villain all morning. So, and I can take my fluid pill when I normally take it now instead of waiting till late at night. Now, I've been waiting late at night in the mountains to take it because I didn't want to have to pee 5 million times while I was walking through the mountains. And I still did. I still had to go all the time. Yeah, she can't get past the dog's butt and the walker to get to her daddy's TV and smack it. So she might complain a little bit. But I still had to go enough as it is. But I was taking my fluid pill at night, which kept me up and down, up and down, up and down, instead of trying to take it during the day and walk around. So now that I'm back home and I'm in the house and not out doing something constantly where there's no bathrooms, that one at Rainbow Falls and Bullhead, I guess all the ones that are shaped like that are like that. That was a porta potty in a closed-in concrete room. It stank. You couldn't flush it. I would have rather peed outside. I was coughing and gagging the whole time I was in there trying to just pee real fast before we went down. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. That just put porta johns out there. Just put porta johns out there. Be done with it. Lord. That's probably my biggest complaint for the weekend is, well, other than the, the guardrails and sharp cliffs, is the bathroom situation. Now, it's nature though, right? It's nature. So in nature a couple hundred years ago, no porta johns. You just have to pop a squat, right? Had to do that a couple times. Not my finest moment. Not something I've loved doing, I know. But I mean, because it's unnatural to me, because it's not something I've had to do before, it's kind of odd for me. But thinking about it, this one couple coming down the mountain, these two older couples coming down the mountain, one of which had said they'd been out there since before daybreak. And it's like now 4 p.m. Y'all had to pee somewhere. So obviously it's a normal thing, but it's foreign to me at the moment. It's not something I've had to do a lot in my life. So I feel like a city girl when I live out in the middle of the forest. I was up there complaining. I was like, oh wow, huh. I guess I misunderstood. I always kind of teased my dad. He's talking about how hard life was growing up in the mountains of Virginia. And I saw his house. He took me there. It's not a dirt wood floor, okay? A dirt floor. Nuh-uh. It's a 2-story big old white farmhouse. There's a potty in there, Daddy. But now thinking about it, there's no stores around. And they wasn't exactly the rich folks. So I imagine they didn't have more than 1 to 2 cars, if, any at the time. And it's one of those big properties with a family cemetery on the back. I imagine that was a little difficult with all that walking and up a hill and up a mountain and down the cliff. And it gave me a whole new meaning for everything. But I'm so glad to be back on this flat land. I'm going to do it again. But I'm happy to be back on the flat land for right now, It's every time you go up there, the only words you have are, whoa, wow, beautiful, so pretty, breathtaking, gorgeous. This is the only word you got. And tired and boulders and rocks and good Lord. My anxieties were like crazy. It's like, yay, oh God, we're going to die. Yay, oh God, we're going to die. And I felt like so weird the whole time. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down. And that wasn't the climbing. That was just the emotions. I never really thought I had all these emotions before. You go to the beach and you have like 1 or 2 really big bridges and you get a little worked up, But then you get back on flat land with the sand that goes up your crack. You think I complain a lot of the mountains take me to the beach. I know, it's so sad. One thing, everything in Gatlinburg is so marked up though. I do wish they had, I know it's tourist prices. I know they're making as much money as they can. But you go up the road to Pigeon Forge and there's these $9.99 stores and everything is just so much cheaper. And I'm like, price gouging much? And the gas prices, Gatlinburg, $2.59. 5 miles up the road, Pigeon Forge, $1.94. A little further up the road, $1.79. Like, I thought that was illegal. Oh, and they had jackets like in Pigeon Forge in these $9.99 stores. The exact same jacket over in Gatlinburg, $9.99. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, $39.99. Same exact jacket with the same little tag in it. The exact same jacket. Like, what? But I digress. Y'all probably think I'm a bundle of fun to have on a trip now. and poor Miss Nora, she took us around there and I'm like complaining. I'm like, it's a cliff, holy crap, rocks and water. We're gonna die. And I gotta pee. I did so bad.
Yes, you did.
I held it so long, though, it literally hurt my bladder. And my stomach hurt for hours afterwards from holding it for so long. So I really had to go. But I felt bad the whole time because nobody wants somebody in a car going, your driving is going to get us killed and I've got to pee. Yeah. I didn't really say her driving was going to get us killed. She actually drove fine through there. She seemed very relaxed and very at ease. My emotions just were not.
Told me.
What'd I tell you?
She was going to get us killed.
I did not. I never actually said that. She just seemed very calm there, but she's from there. So she's driven these roads many, many times. Whereas somebody like me who's been up there a couple times and never driven those little tiny areas was like, oh my God.
She's chicken little.
Just when it comes to death-defying feats.
Not even death-defying.
65 in a 55 on a mountainside with curves and transfer trucks.
It was 60, not 65. 60 and a 55. I never went 5 miles over the speed limit.
12 at one point. 12, and I was cussing. Ooh, I talk too much. Wow, this is supposed to be keto, but I'm telling you all about the journey and the trip. So
It's relevant.
yeah, I guess it is relevant. But 8.2 pounds is a lot. But considering I did whatever I wanted to, and I'm sure there's some water retention in the muscles because my calves are tight. Walking is like baby steps right now. My thighs are not as bad, but yesterday they were jello. I mean, it was just weird. Somebody's following you around. I'll be trying to get over the gate. Your legs ain't working too good today, are they, babe? A better view of this necklace that she made. I'll show it to you in just 1 second on video, but I thought I'd give you a better view. All right, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video because I've got a little monster beating me up. Hi, my little monster. Corey made this out of those beads that I bought for her from that lady up at the yard sale in Tennessee.
You're just gonna have to.
Corey, would you like to weigh in today before I end the video?
I was 308.2, which is 0.6 down from yesterday.
Good job.
I ate
she did
a
go up-
lot of crap yesterday too, though. I thought I was
Keto
gonna
crap,
stay.
right?
It was all keto crap. It was all keto stuff. I just ate a lot.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be too much.
Don't be like that, boy. All right, so remember, if you need my help, my contact information is below. I answer any and all questions that come my way for free. There's a website that's all free. Everything's written out plain, simple, easy to read. Full foods list, beginner's guide, everything you need to know is right there. There's also a playlist on the front of this channel, How to
Face
Beginners.
he's making.
There are ways to support the channel. What are you doing?
He had drink in his mouth.
And you, oh gosh. Oh, my normal, wonderful, beautiful chaos. And having to share my drink again. Much love, many prayers. I'll talk to you tomorrow, y'all. Bye. Hit the button for me.